for 4 years, I took the bus to Murray Wright High, although there was another high school right around the corner, but they just had started a television production program. Their brand new studio, 5 cameras. It's just like a regular studio, ABC, NBC, and I value that because I learned exactly what I'm doing now from Murray Wright. Murray Wright gave the opportunity for those who may not like the English or social studies or geometry, trigonometry, to have a trade. They had everything from engineering, cooling and heating, to automotive, to cooking, culinary arts, to television production. Because I believe everybody is not good at academia, but they may be good at a trade. And so I did most of mine at high school, and I'm doing exactly what I went to high school for. So I value that however Murray Wright got that broadcasting program there, they built a whole wing for it. I don't believe I'd be doing what I'm doing right now because I didn't finish college. So I value those 4 years. That's not a hard question. His name was Harry Haynes, the 6th grade. It wasn't his teaching ability. It was 2 things. Number 1, he told me to read a book as an assignment called Think and Grow Rich. That was an assignment. We had to do a book report. And I've read the book probably 3 times in my life now. You have to understand, I was only in the 6th grade. Okay? Secondly, he looked at me one day. He said, Gregory, you're not like the rest of these kids in here. You're going to be great one day. Your name is going to be great one day. His name was Harry Haynes. And I remember him the rest. I can see him right now. I think be more creative in their style of teaching. Everybody can't pick it up in a book, or everybody's not good at math. That was the only. I graduated. Let me just say this: I didn't go to school until probably I was in the 4th grade. My mom, truant office was always at our home. Actually lived in New York, in Manhattan, 55th and 8th Avenue. But I still graduated because of my grandparents. I went to live with them in Detroit with a 3.8. But the 8 is not a 4 because I was horrible in math, but I can add any money in my head. And I think if my teacher would have been a little more creative and took a little more time, individuality with me I'd have been, same thing with swimming. I still can't swim today. And my swimming teacher, she told me, she said, if you can just float, boy, she was Jamaican, I'll pass you in this class. So I floated, I learned how to float. I think in the old days, it took a little more time with students. Nowadays, to me, they sell kids off too fast instead of finding a creative way to grab their attention. I think even though I only went to college a semester, I walked in college in this big study, I was saying, oh, this is not for me. I think it's but even though that happened, I broke a curse in my family because my auntie, neither my father got past 12th grade. They quit at 12th grade. So I think it's going as high as you can go and still applying that you've learned to your future and to whatever it is that you have been called to do. I think we need to stop saying people are not successful because they didn't go to college. I have to be careful with that. I don't brag about that a lot because I don't want to say to kids it's not good to go if you can go to college or if that's what you've been called to do. But it's whatever you feel the place you're at in your life concerning education. If high school is all and you are in your calling and you are happy where you are, then that's it. But if getting a master's, 3 masters, and a doctorate and all, that's what you're called to do, I celebrate that. Knowing what you are called to do. In the natural giving back to others, mentoring others at this part of my life, that's what I spend a lot of time probably talking to more people in one setting than my grandfather did in his whole life. I reach 90 million homes, 200 countries on television. That's what the Word Network reaches. My grandfather spoke to 400 or 500 people every week. But in one setting, I reach more people. That's the greater works. And it's accounted to his account. It's contributed to his account because he's the one that mentored me and raised me. So everybody that I touch, he's actually touching. He's my hero. My advice to all students is be authentically you. Be you. The greatest thing that happened to me is when I learned who I was and I got comfortable in my own skin. When I stopped trying to be everybody else. There's only one me. There's only one you. Because all of our DNA is different. That's for a reason. Because when God made you, he made you not a carbon copy, but he made you an original. So the greatest thing you can do is learn who you are and be that person. There'll never be another Michael Jackson. He was the greatest. There'll never be another Michael Jordan. There'll never be another LeBron. And although Michael Jordan and LeBron are both basketball players, they're both known for two different things. No matter how great somebody else is in the singer, there'll never be another Whitney. There'll never be another Jay-Z, or B, or Rihanna, or Ariana Grande. None of those. See, I know all of them. Never, because there's only one. Learn who you are and be comfortable. By being a world changer, somebody that changed this generation. I don't want them to remember me that I had a TV show or whatever. But I want them to remember that I was the son of a prostitute raised in New York until I was 8 years old. And my mother had enough sense to say to my father, who I had never met before, that I could go to New York, I go to Detroit and be raised by my grandparents. That God could take the son of a prostitute and let him speak to the nations. I'm Mr. Greg Davis, host of Greg Davis Live every day at 1 p.m. on the Word Network, and also Let the Healing Begin every first Wednesday of the month at 8 p.m. You're watching Young Faces Smiling.